I give them relationship advice. I'm friends with their girlfriends. It works. It works. I'm serious. What? All right. All right. I'm serious. Listen, I got milk. It works. You just got to get in with the girlfriend. Once they get a girlfriend, you just got to say, go out with for some drinks. Let them know I don't want your man. That's it. So I just want to say I love your content. Huge fan. But I
Talk to me.
disagree on your stance on marriage. I don't understand.
What's my stance?
You don't see the benefit of it.
For men.
You don't, for men. Right.
Yeah. Unless he wants marriage. That's really the only benefit.
But you speak about like coaching and mentoring men of what to tolerate from women, submissive women and things like that. But to what end?
I'm not sure if I understand your question.
Like, to what end, as far as like, isn't there an end goal? We talk about women not having high body counts to usually get to the goal of marriage, or someone or a man taking you seriously, right? So if women are trying to get to the goal of marriage and telling men, it don't really benefit you, it's kind of like, what's the point of us even watching the content or being involved or trying to change or whatever?
You must have missed a couple of conversations before. Because what I keep telling people is that marriage is a tool. You just have to understand the pros, the cons, the impacts, and the risk of said tool. You have to have an exit strategy. You have to have an exit plan. That's why I feel like so many suckers go into this shit, breadwinners, but not getting prenups because of love, which is complete and utter bullshit. Because love is an emotion.
Yeah,
because love is an emotion. So
right.
So I'm losing sight on what is the actual disagreement. So do you disagree that me telling men about the pros, the cons, the impacts, and the exit strategies? Are you saying I should not be doing that, or go over the facts, the data, the numbers, the statistics, and just blindly lead men down?
Is it just not beneficial to you, or is it not beneficial in
general? Well, tell me. How does marriage benefit a man?
How does it not? If you're saying that it does
no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
So
Wait. Just real quick, because we're having okay, you came up here. I'm going to recap the situation just to make sure that you're clear as well, the people that's down in here. Right. You said that you disagree with my position on marriage. I began to tell you that I think that it's a tool, and that the only benefit that I can see is that if a man wants it, then it can be a benefit. Just like if I want ice cream, it's not a benefit until I want it. Then it benefits me because I actually want it. Okay. Well, now, hold on. Now, what I talked about is, I talk about the pros, the cons, the impacts of it, as well as what can happen, right? The reality of marriage. Okay. And then you said, well, why are you just not talking about the benefit? And then I said, well, what's the benefits? What are not the benefits? Right. So that's where we started the intellectual dishonesty. It was right there. I want you to smell. I want you to smell where the conversation was about to go, unless I stopped you. Okay, then it gets awkward. It gets weird because it's like we're not making any progress. So let's start one more time. Okay.
I'm gonna give you that.
What are the benefits for men in marriage?
For men, okay. So if I'm coming into it as if I meet a guy and I will hope that he will want to get married, and if his stance is I want to build a family, I believe in the Black community. I believe in the Black family. If that is the core value of what's being presented, which I would think that should be
that should be what I said though.
Yeah.
So if he wants it, it's a benefit. Yeah, if he wants it, but I said that. Okay, what else? Okay, no. Because I already said that. That's it.
But why wouldn't that be beneficial to you? Is that not your stance on wanting to build a Black family, or have or have that Black foundation, or
you can build a Black family without being married.
How do you? How
you don't get married, and you have kids.
But how would that woman or your wife feel secure?
Change your names.
Change your names. Okay. And then what? Write a will. And then what? Just have
Power of attorney. Write a will.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, just don't go in front of daddy government, who most black people don't trust anyway. Why you trust them with marriage?
Yeah, and I agree with that. Okay, all right, okay.
And then here's the then you have to trust each other. Well,
you gotta have a relationship though, don't you?
Yeah, but the whole marriage shit it makes you fucking hard to break up. You want to put in just good old trust into a situation. I'm gonna be here, your ass is gonna be there. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be the strongest black family. We're gonna raise the strongest black kids, and we're gonna do it without putting in this institution that basically was put in place because humans be humans. Humans change their mind.
People. So basically, so your stance is on a basis of not trusting women.
What?
That's what I hear. I hear that you're saying like you don't trust women enough to really marry them.
Listen,
I'm not.
Listen. You guys are shifty. You guys are shifty, emotional creatures.
We are, okay. But the goal is to get guys past that mindset of. So basically, you're saying men shouldn't trust women. Right?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you trust them, you don't need to get married. That's the concept. Because if you trust them, why get some shit to lock y'all together? I'm saying I'm gonna be with you. You say you gonna be with me. What the fuck we gotta go in front of daddy government for in order to get the shit fucking decreed in front of whatever? Okay, a deacon, a priest, whatever you young kids do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying is that is true trust. Is not getting it.
All right, I got you. All right. I don't, but that's my only disagreement. I definitely think that we should be pushing for marriage, but I can understand.
Wait, hold up. Someone just says no straw manning her. How did I straw man her? How did I? Do you think that I strong man me? No, okay, do you guys even know what straw man? No, okay, because okay, I'm not strong.
I came on this a little hot and heavy, so it's all good.
No, you didn't. It's a good conversation. No, actually, I really appreciate this conversation.
Good. That's all I got. Like I said, I think again, love the content, love your channel, watch it every day.
I appreciate you.
All good. So yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
Wait, hold on. Where are you going? Hold on. You stay here. Hold on a second. Hold on. You stay here. You stay here. So do you now see my position? So are you saying that the disagreement it's not a disagreement anymore?
But I also think it comes from your experience. And I think that maybe it's coming from your own personal experience with women where you're like, do you not listen to the statistics of divorce? Do you not listen to the statistics of who initiates the divorce? And I'm actually sitting here watching the Lapeef show as I speak to you, where they're saying that, the divorce rate is actually going down and people are actually sticking together. So
yeah, like a couple percentage points. It's not going down by some act. We're not back in the goddamn 30s when it was like an 80% marriage rate and everyone stuck together. Yeah, it's going down by menial percentage points. But that's the thing is that I look at these numbers. I look at the numbers. I see the difference. It's not going down by anything substantial. What's marriage doing?
Well, marriage is going down too. People aren't getting married. People are waiting to get married as well.
So less people getting married and less divorces as a result.
Yeah, but also people that are getting married later in life are the ones who are basically being married longer, or marriage is lasting. So that kind of contradicts some things. Not what you say, but in the sense of get married when you're younger and things like that. When really,
listen,
if you're in your 30s and you're getting married, you know what you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I tell men to wait. That's what I was just telling the last caller, is that men should work on building themselves up first. And that's a lot of the complaint of black women in the black community is that, he don't own nothing. He don't got nothing. He can't take care of me. No security, da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, it's a whole nother situation on why she's even dealing with dudes. If she feel like she amounts to this, that, and the third, why are you dealing with those that you view as beneath you? And I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of them want to feel control over the men. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video.
Even if you have two, if you have someone making $50K and another person making $50K and they get married, then honestly, that may be beneficial to their situation anyway, where, combining their incomes and, working together, here's
the thing, okay? Is that what I talk about on the channel is I sprinkle in a little bit of my opinion, but I also talk about the actual numbers. So are you saying that I should not talk about the actual numbers? Because that to me is disingenuous.
No, I mean, I agree with the numbers.
It's a 50% divorce rate. Listen,
numbers are numbers, but it's also, I also think that you're mentoring and kind of, you know, guiding people to kind of be better, women and men. So I would say that, okay, if I'm doing the work as a woman and a man is doing the work as you know, himself, you know, he, at some point we should meet together to be, you know, to have an end goal, and the end goal should probably
are you looking for a leader or a partner?
Oh, me personally, it would be a leader, definitely a leader, not a partner. And not even in the sense of financial, because you know that doesn't really matter. Men don't care about that. I don't really care about that.
I thought you were gonna say partner.
No.
I thought you were gonna say partner because you said meet in the middle.
Well, I say meet in the middle that, you know, when you speak about men being on their purpose or having a vision and knowing where they're going, and again, not really thinking about marriage till they're in their 30s, I agree with that. But I'm saying once you train or mentor these men to that point, what's next? What's next? What's next for them? Like, what's the next? You know, what, you just live in retirement with all your money and all your success and just say, you know, I can not commit to anyone and not have to.
And what I'm saying is that every man should look at their life, understand the culmination of their life, understand the intentions that they see for themselves into the future, understand their priorities, what matters to them, where it is that they want to go. And if marriage is a tool and you understand the pros, the cons, the risk, as well as the impact of an exit, you understand all of these things and you're willing to put up with the risk, then you can utilize that tool if you want to build a family under that bond. But understand all of the pros and all of the cons before you decide to be able to do so. I don't hate on my friends that decide to get married. I just want to make sure that they understand all. And here's the thing. The more people that understand all of the bullshit that comes along with a break in the unity, because like dudes is not scared of marriage. They're scared of divorce.
Yeah.
Right. But if they but it happens 50% of the goddamn time. At 50%, and most of which is for financial shit. So a lot of y'all be capping. Like the young lady that was just talking about, you know, no matter how much money that he makes, a lot of that is bullshit.
Oh no, it matters.
A lot of that's bullshit.
No, it matters.
So that and that's what I'm saying. Utilize it as a tool. But here's the thing. My argument is that a lot more men would be happier single than women. And there's a lot more women than men.
So you feel like, say that again, you said you feel like more men will be happier single?
Yes. I mean, there's a whole movement of men going their own way.
Oh, I know.
Just like, they're just done with the bullshit.
That's the point. It's kind of like, how do you get them back on course? Like, how do
feminine, agreeable, fitness, peace, wet, viscous innards. That's generally the thing. And good meals. It's generally, you give those kind of things degree of attractionness within that shit. The dude's gonna be like, okay, modern lady, okay, what you been doing? You've been taking some etiquette courses? What's going on, modern lady? Oh my God, I'm coming back home and she's giving me peace. Oh my God, I'm coming back home and her emotions are not going through an irrational roller coaster of bullshit, okay? My argument is that there's so many young modern ladies today that are so caught up with the Cardi B licking, flicking, sticking. You see all the videos that I do on what do you bring to the table? When they're at their most valuable portion in life. That's their mindset.
But we also speak about women needing security, right? And for most women, and we already know majority of women, that security is marriage. So you can bring all those things to a man and he can say, well, what's the benefits of me getting married? But as a woman, if you're bringing all those things to him, and you know, for you as a woman, what you need is security, which equals marriage. How does that even work? You know,
I'm a little bit confused with your question. I know that women adore security.
And majority of women want marriage. And if we're telling men that
but you gotta overcome the influences of the modern culture and the modern society if you want a traditional contract.
Right.
That's a traditional. Listen, if there was a modern marriage contract, call it marriage ship. I don't care.
But the prenup is the modern contract. The prenup is in
maybe I see. I don't know. But see, the thing is like again, if you guys are not good options, you're not good options. Yeah. Right. So like this whole thing about convincing yeah. Listen, because Derek Jackson left a fucking your corpses, you're dragging your bloody corpses over to the goddamn manosphere because you're like, oh my God, he was lying to us the entire time. But we've been already talking about the shit. Yeah, well, yeah. And when I say you, I don't mean you specifically. Maybe I don't know if you was over there watching Derek Jackson, but like well, you was captured in the genjutsu. Your mind was right. So you're dragging your bloody carcass over to hear what actual and not what the panderers are saying. So you saying, well, how do we get them back? And I talk about it pretty much on every other video, like the things that need to be done. But it's just like so many are conditioned into so many other shit that just has nothing. And they're stuck in their echo chambers. And it's just like, guys, like look at me, for example, 36 years old. You think I'm in a rush?
Scared of marriage.
You think I'm in even for like a long-term relationship? No, especially because my hairline is still intact. I don't got grays. I don't use just for men gel. I'm out in these girls think I'm like 26. I'm like, yeah, baby, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Let's get at it. Let's get active. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, what is the point? Like, I know I'm slowing down a little bit, so like I don't really go out the way that I used to. But at the same time, it's like a lot of these dudes are just like, wait, hold up. I made myself be the best that I absolutely can be. And I know how motherfucking hard, excuse my French, I've worked in order to make myself as awesome as I can possibly make myself. And what am I then greeted with? Bullshit of ladies who don't go to the gym no more, who don't know anything about femininity. In fact, they disrespect femininity. They think it's about them being stupid, right? Yeah. They're professional contrarians. Right? They want to overtalk, overrun. Right? Like, and I'm talking about overrun in some of these conversations where the man is just looking for peace in those viscous innards. You see what I'm saying? And then not even just that, but then they're bringing viscous innards that have been desecrated. Yeah. Because Amber Rose told them it's cool to short walk.
But you take advantage of that. I mean, you're winning off that. Off of that movement.
Listen, I think. Hold on. Let me answer that. I don't think men should be diving as deep into all of these bodies as much as what they purport. I think that like at the end of the day, like I've reached a point in my life where you get an empty feeling after the vagina leaves the crib, and there's nothing then accomplished. But like. Outside of, getting off of that tension or aggression that you've been dealing with.
You're in love with her,
but
and now you're texting her. No, I'm just joking. Now you're asking her to come back, move in. now you in love with her. Now you trying to. No, all right. I'm done. That's a crazy. No, I get you. All right. So my last point is, you said. The last lady brought up body count. So my question is, again, this is not anything personal or anything, but how do men even know? And this is, I think, is the problem with women. How do men know what women body count is if they're not disclosing it? So when you sit there and say, oh well, she didn't have 40 bodies, y'all act like it's we tattooed that on her,
She got a cake delivered to her that said 40 dicks.
I know, but I'm just saying in general, like in the regular dating world, when they like, oh, well, men don't want women with all these body counts. It's like women, it's like I can tell someone I have one body count and then he's going to fall in love because I only had one body because I told him that. Or are you basing it off the sexual experience that you had with the woman? Say, oh, she done been around the block a little bit. Like, how do you?
I'm talking about what disqualifies
I'm asking
women.
For a friend, exactly.
I'm talking about what disqualifies ladies.
Yeah.
High body counts, if we know about it, will more than likely disqualify you.
Ladies with the high body counts do not be honest, because you said it. Because you just said it though. Like, come on.
We already know y'all lie though, so
well, so that's the point.
We
like,
know.
Exactly. You know women lie. So what's the
What's the point? Well, the point is that if you have information that she's a fat rocket, well, then probably don't take her serious, my G.
But isn't that weird? That
she has to wear. She has to wear the thought rocket scarlet letter for as long as she's in that geography.
But it's weird that men even ask that. Like, who? At what age are you even asking? So, what's your body count?
Listen, guys pull the whole facts.
But that's a weird. But yeah,
this is social media. This is social media day and age. Like, right? Like, dudes, you can tell. Okay, if you could look at the profile and get an idea, right? Like, listen, I'm a dating profileologist. I can look at your profile and tell exactly what your personality type is going to be about before I even meet you. I'm very rarely off, but I study this shit. I study women. I see that y'all bullshit that you put on your dating profiles. I see the shit that y'all put on Insta. Listen, and the thing is like you look at the way that they're dressed. Right. You look at the type of photos that they take. Who's in the photos with them? Is it like family members or just more friends? Are they partying? You take a look at their stories. You understand, like, are they more the library dweller? Like, are they more conservative with the way that they carry themselves? Are they at like feminist rallies and shit like that, right? Like, all you gotta do is just take a look. You can see like, that's their whole branding.
In front of a porch that's not theirs. Like when men stand in front of a porch that's not theirs with, stacks of bread that they pretend.
I don't do that shit.
I didn't say you. This isn't you. I'm just saying, talk about the dating profiles and what you see. That's like, oh yeah, I already know what the.
Hey, men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. My numbers don't lie. I post my numbers. What's up?
Okay, what numbers we talking about?
Take a look at my last post on Instagram.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we got some people. You got some people in the comments.
What you trying to leave me for?
Oh, I'm not. All right. What else you got? I don't want to hold nobody up. Okay. I don't want to hold nobody up.
Stop looking at the comments.
Men do lie though. Men do lie. So I just.
What does that have to do with the disagreement that I said though? I never.
No.
Why is everything talking about that men do dumb shit, like, or men lie about shit?
Yeah. It's not even about that. I'm not worried about men lying because I can see through it. I mean, women,
Here's the thing. I'm starting to pick up some shit. Here's what I'm picking up. I don't think that you have a great relationship with men in your life.
You said I do or don't?
Do not.
Oh, wow. Are you? Ooh.
Oh, we about to get spicy. What's up? I'm gonna plug.
I actually have really good relationships with men in my life. And actually, another point that you mentioned where women can't be friends with men, where I have a lot of guy best friends from college who played football, who I never wanted to, be with. So
they're not friends. What you mean?
They are friends. Like, what makes them not friends? They give me relationship advice. I give them relationship advice. I'm friends with their girlfriends. It works. It works. I'm serious. What? All right. I'm serious. Listen, I got milk. It works. You just got to get in with the girlfriend. Once they get a girlfriend, you just got to say, go out for some drinks. Let them know I don't want your man. That's it. All right. I'm just saying. But back to how me not having good relationships with men.
I want you to stop the malarkey, okay? Men and women cannot be friends.
I have like.
They're not real friends. You've either wanted them, or they wanted you, or y'all exchanged.
But not
so y'all not friends.
Yes, we are. Just because you can have an attraction with someone. Okay, if you're 18, 19, and you become best friends with someone, of course you want to. Oh, he's cute. We're besties. I've never felt that way. And then years later, you start to feel like, nah, I wouldn't even date you.
No,
I already know your game. Because when you know their game, you're like, I know your game. I know you're a whore. I know you're a thigh. I know everything about you. Why would I want to date you?
Blue caps in the chat, please. Blue caps in the chat, guys. Let's. How many? Are you telling me you've got football player friends in high school that kept you as friends and didn't smack cheeks?
In college, who actually plays professional football overseas?
And if you told them at any given time, hey, listen, come over here. I got hot butter smeared all over
but
myself.
That doesn't define a friendship. That's any man.
But they're not your friends. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's not friends. those are people you're cool with. Those are like acquaintances cool with. If they, but it's not, I don't think men and women, you could be, right. Like, I think like it's either a business relationship, right? Like, but more often than not, like the dudes that are in your life, if you put your hot viscous innards on a platter for them and said, yo, come over, ass up, face down in my bed, have your way with me, what percentage of your friends would say, ew, no?
Probably not a lot of them, but come on. I mean, listen.
I'm gonna get in the DM. Send me your address. I'm gonna send this hat to you.
All right, I got you. Listen, that's okay.
All right, well, listen, I had a lot of fun, Mama. I'll let you go.
Yeah,
I know there's a couple times you tried to leave me, but no, we had to get over here, hit you with the scorpion. You know what I mean?
I'll be back for next day.
All right, you more than welcome. Thank you so much for calling in, Mama. All right, take care. Had to bring out the cab. All right, had to bring out the cab. Big cat, big cat, big cat, big cat, big cat, big cat.